Happy Vlogmas! Happy moving day, only to me and us and the ladies.
And the ladies are going off. Hi everybody, it's Matt Dyan. Welcome back to Ok Aussie. It is Vlogmas and it is
Headband.
It is.
Oh, I need, no, the legs, yep, need my legs.
There you go.
I need my legs. Ready?
We're packing up
Get
Dyan's
ready
room
with
at the
me.
moment.
Yeah, get ready with me to be packed up. He's putting me in a box, he told me.
I am. I might even use bubble wrap if she's lucky.
You're going to put bubble wrap around me?
Well, I've got to pad you out because you're so small, fragile.
Oh my goodness. Alright guys.
Sorry for the noise.
Sorry for the noise.
Sorry
Oh
for the
my
noise.
goodness. None of us can handle it. The cat's autistic. I'm autistic. The birds are just screaming. I don't know what you call that. Insanity? Oh gosh, look at my hair.
You have so
look at
much
my hair.
stuff.
That's the linen cupboard. Why is the linen cupboard my fault, sir?
Because you have to have so
Why
many
is
sets
my
of sheets.
linen cupboard the problem?
Well, I think you are part of the problem in
cheers
your
with the
online
coffee.
shopping addiction at Shein. I mean,
The
seriously.
sheets are cool. Okay? They have spacey looking things with like pizza and burgers and lollies.
I mean, how many pillow slips does a person actually, truly, really need?
Lots.
Because you know what? There's even more. Oh my God, there's even more.
Why don't you let me have choice?
How many pillow
I
slips?
don't want them.
Oh no, you don't want them.
No.
You're gonna pull them out while we're. What are you?
They got bumps on them. Who likes that?
Oh my gosh.
Ew. Ew. Guys, look at the bumps. Bye. They're gone.
Okay, you have a lot of pillow slips. I think you need to radicalize and think about how many
No.
pillow slips are really
No.
needed.
No.
We might have to do one of those.
Do you want me to go through it right now? Would
All
that
right
make
now,
you
you're
happy?
vlogging. No, it won't make me happy because
No,
it's too hard. It puts you under a pressure and you don't respond to what
We
it's
have a
like.
quick little peruse.
Oh my gosh,
All right,
you can have
ready?
a quick little peruse. All right, good. There we go. You're on the vlog. I can't do it.
He's
I'm packing.
such an idiot. Anyway, do you like my... Yeah, what happened to the elf? I have no idea. I've got his legs.
The elf is legless.
Hey, elf. Ladies.
Everybody's
Belle,
excited.
it's you. It's
We've
you.
got the support workers coming in an hour and a half.
So they've had to do an extra day, the poor things.
Because you got so much stuff.
It's not me. This is they're doing my room today, which is already our room. But I mean, what I mean by that is, Sir's stuff always stays in the office studio. My stuff is in the bedroom.
My stuff is kicked to the curb. Okay, so all my stuff is just put away in little corners. Diane has all of this palatial.
Because
so much
I'm the
stuff.
one stuck here in
It is
bed.
only when you move that you rationalise and you realise why. Why do you need so many of these things? I know you forget. I know you.
I forget. I declutter all the time. Ready? Watch this.
Not
Oh, it's
decluttering
just
enough.
an elf. It's just an elf. It's just an elf.
Oh my goodness me! This elf joke is so.
No,
over.
but he's trying to accuse me. Oh, girls, women, whatever you want to call us. We all have more stuff than men.
Minimalism.
It's true, right?
You need to learn minimalism.
Anyway, I paid my rent. Last rent for here, actually.
Yes.
That was
we
really-
have to calculate how many
That
days
was
of rent there.
satisfying. Sounds mean. No, they're not awful, but it's just holy. All right, those
Right.
girls have to go.
You guys are
You gotta go.
so excited.
I'm
this morning.
joking. You can go and look outside.
Come on.
Go look outside. Go play on the highway.
Whoopee.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's what my grandfather used to say. My grandfather used to say, go play on the highway, children. Go outside. This is even on the hobby farm. I'm thinking, why do we need to? We've got the farm. But I used to say to him when I was very little, because autistic, right? You want us to get hit by a car? It's dangerous. You're not supposed to go on the road. I'm not allowed to cross the road on my own. Mum said so. Anyway, took it literal. Why would you want us to play on the highway? I thought he turned bad or something. Anyway, so they're noisy, so they're going. They're looking outside now. So, yes, we're up to this room. This is the last room. Bathroom's been done. complete. Now it's just the bedroom. And yes, the decorations are my stuff, but the linen cupboard... Hang on, I don't want that one. I don't want that one.
You don't want that one?
No,
okay.
I don't want that one. Definitely don't want that one.
Because it's got bumpy bumps.
It's got bumpy bumps, and I've tried, and I like the look of it.
It's Duna, it's got bumps. Okay.
Does my head in, sensory, okay? It's going. I don't care if I have to, like, be left with something that's, like, torn up. Right? As long as it's soft. Oh, I'm a pain in the neck when it comes to blankets. Shut up.
I agree.
Sheets, clothes, everything that I have around me, on me. It's a nightmare. I can't walk around without my socks on because it's the OCD component and the sensory component. When you walk on something that, even if, I'm telling you, even if it's a grain of sand, to me, it feels like a boulder. We
don't need a bag for the quilt. We don't use it.
We don't need a bag. This is a good quilt. It is like velour. Well, actually, no. It's actually velvet.
Velvet, honey. Yes.
Velvet. This was from Kmart. Very, very good. I don't think they sell them anymore, but anyway, that goes in the bin. Yes, it's fun, isn't it?
Up, aren't they? The bins are filling up nicely at the moment. So
that's
more decluttering as we go along. Still got too much stuff.
See, I'm being a good girl. I'm being a good girl.
I should put some sort of like restriction in place.
Normally in Vlogmas, people are buying things.
No.
Me? Do you know what I am this Christmas? No, I don't want a present. I refuse it because it's a pagan festival and I refuse to get a present. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I have everything I've ever wanted and needed in my life.
Oh, because you got me.
Way more.
Oh.
Take a long walk up a short bridge.
Wow. That escalated.
That's a good one. Long walk up a short bridge. I love that saying. Because it makes sense, right? Still cruel. Same as playing on the highway one. Still a bit cruel. But anyway, he interrupted what I was saying. Oh, that's right. Yeah, present. I'm not having anything. No, I'm not going to get my brain used to materialism. I'm going to remove myself. And now, for 2025, Jesus, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going back to, because he gifted me my prayer, my miracle, I'm going to do experiences now. Okay? I'm going to go out there and experience shit. Yeah.
When you're well enough to do that.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So
now, I will still be doing my arts and crafts, and I will show you as I go along. And you know what? Without living here in the dramas, 2 years where I used to live, easy. Quiet, peaceful, everyone loves the peace. We love everyone, they love us. It is a wonderful thing we're going to. So it's going to be so much better. And pool time. Pool time! Bazinga.
Can we just go now?
Bazinga. Bazinga. Anyway, that was my pool fun. I used to come out of the water and say bazinga. I just got addicted to it. So if you see it, I apologise. It's become
a thing.
I don't know what you call it. I mean, you could call it autism or you could call it just, you're crazy. I don't know what that fits under. But anyway, bazinga is my fun thing in the pool. Okay, give it to me. Right. So what are you doing?
I'm writing.
Oh, you're writing.
Yep. Because if I don't, I won't remember what I'm putting into here.
That's a good point.
Yes.
These bags are amazing, guys. You get them at Bunnings.
They are quite good. They're the
Bunnings
moving
Warehouse.
bags. 105 metres.
Bunnings Warehouse.
And they're You're terrible with
Wrap
this whole
and
video
move.
thing.
Bunnings
They
Warehouse.
are very good for reusability afterwards.
Sorry, you're very tall.
I have a problem like that. You're very
like,
small.
You're like Bigfoot.
Thank you. Yeti, Sasquatch, I'm all of those at once. I'm going to go and have a shower because I need to get ready for that part. And I'm just going to keep making noise and that's not much fun. So you focus on your vlog.
Empty that there?
Yeah, so all of that chest of drawers there.
Is empty.
You can show them that one.
And that's empty.
You can show them that one if you like with the camera.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Make your camera good. So
So
All
that chest of drawers is
totally empty.
done.
1, 2, 3 of those grey boxes over there are all empty.
The top 3?
Yeah, 3 of those is empty. 1, 2,
You probably can't see.
And all of them.
And then over there, that's our linen cupboard,
linen
guys.
Cupboard is also
That's
done.
our linen cupboard.
So when I get back, it's all your clothes.
Yay!
And I'm going to need more bags.
The glass cupboard.
Because she has so many
I told you.
No,
I
one.
told
Let me
him.
see, 1,
I said, you know how much clothes
2,
I've got, don't you?
3,
I've got a problem with clothes.
4,
Clothing,
5.
clothes insecurity. Clothes
She has 5
insecurity.
bags, there are 105 litres. So you have 525 litres, 525 litres of bags and clothes. Your clothes, if they don't fit in there, then they're not coming. Yes.
No.
Yeah, we're going to prune.
No.
I'm having a shower.
No, we're not pruning. We pruned recently. We pruned recently. Don't let him prune it.
Is this a garden?
Say no to pruning.
Keep pruning.
Pruning. No pruning. That goes in the bin. Oh, good skills. He's shuffling it with his foot while he carries the bag. He's talented. Bless you. Willow, it's all okay, sweetie. He's freaking out. And even my fish, I put her little cloth. She got that donut, beautiful cloth that goes underneath her. Like, she lives in Disneyland. Hers is, it's a castle and it's beautiful. You guys know it, but basically, she freaked out. Okay, she swung around and she hit the side of the plastic, and I'm like, no. Hope she hasn't got any like head injury. Hi, sweetheart. How are we going? Do you want to tell everyone how you're going? So you're not handling it very well now because it's getting a little bit too real. Good boy. In your cubbies. Does that make you feel safe? Can you see him? Just a tail. Just a tail. I finished my coffee. He's going to say, that's nice. Anyway, so happy Vlogmas. Moving house when it's Christmas is annoying. But it's a reality. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Every morning since the... When did we move in together? 32 years ago out of the 34? 32 years ago out of the 34 years. He has been making me a coffee or tea in the morning. Hasn't skipped a beat. Unless he's in hospital. I mean, of course, you can't. No. Hey, get out of hospital, make me a cup of coffee. No. But then again, like, no, he even used to make it. Yeah, I used to get up with him at 6:30 in the morning, see him off before the kids were even up, have a little chat. You know, we used to have a little quiet chat. We used to usually go outside if it was warm enough, like if it was that kind of weather, sit, you know, outside. And so we didn't wake up the kids because, you know, never wake sleeping babies, even though they were older at many times of that. But, you know, he used to make a cup of coffee and it's just like, it's never stopped. And then when he left, when I was less sick, I used to have a second coffee and then shower because it was like, fatigue is real. The fatigue is real. And I used to have to fight that fatigue. And depending on the age group, it was easier or harder because my age was on my side. And in my 20s, I was doing great. I was studying, I was working, I could really do a lot. And then towards my end of my 20s, slowed down. And then in my 30s, really getting a bit slower to the point where I was in and out of jobs, in and out of jobs, in and out of jobs. And it's annoying because as you start like meeting newer people, they don't realize that you've worked hard. And it's like with disability, it's a bit like I was talking to one of my carers who's worked with Down syndrome. And when they're 50, they kind of retire. And that's due to their syndrome. That's the same for me. My syndrome's the same thing. We cannot work in our 50s. Some people in their 40s, and that was kind of me, even though I was trying to run a non-profit that I started all on my own, even though I did have naturally a committee, but they were all lazy fucking assholes. Are they always? Yeah. Anyway, being president of that was really annoying because I'm too nice and they take advantage of it. So don't be too nice if you're a boss or a manager or supervisor or a president of an organization, but I am just not cut out for that kind of thing. I just fail at really like, yeah, really it's not failure. There are some people out there with very, very domineering to the point of inappropriate social behavior, domineering behavior that crosses the line. And that's what I had around me mostly. So that didn't work for me because I'm the type of person that's very nice and fair and want people to be, I want collab feel to things. I don't like even me being the boss or the president, you know. I wanted it to be more of a collab, but some people just can't do that. They got great ideas, but I had to do it all. Should have seen me on opening day. You know, everyone let me down except for I think one person. Everyone let me down, and it was just so stressful. I was like, the person that was meant to bring the milk didn't bring the milk. I was like, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? Okay, the mayor is coming today. I've got to cut the ribbon. I was so stressed, and I was very sick. I was battling a severe sinus infection that even my doctor said to me, the doctor I had at the time, which was I had two doctors at the time. I just started seeing my current doctor, I think, for healthcare, and then like I had my local doctor. And my local doctor, I raced to him literally the day before opening day. And I said, I'm not well. And he goes, yeah, you don't look good. So he gave me a long antibiotic thing, regime, because he knew that I was a very sick person because I'd seen him before, and steroids. And I sort of explained why. And he was actually quite sweet because he actually asked more about like, oh, so what is this organization? And I said, you know, send anyone down to it. And I told him more about where it was or whatever else because, you know, I thought some people that come through, especially if they're battling with mental health issues or whatever and they're lonely, that's the perfect place to come. You know, that's what I built it for, was for women in my local area that worked from home and were isolated because of that, would come and spend, say, lunchtime there. But anyway, I was very sick on opening day with a sinus infection, very sick. I remember sitting there having different people do their speeches. My speech was last, thank goodness, because I'm sitting there and I'm sweating and I'm getting this like goosebump chills, and I'm like, I just want to go and sit in a bath and die, you know. But then it got to my speech, and yeah, I just switched into my work mode, and yeah. And I used to do presentations and things on psychology. Oh, I did body language. Isn't it funny in Autistic doing body language? Yeah. And the ladies were like, oh, how do you know all this stuff? I said, Alan Pierce. What are you talking about? Have you never heard of him? I was a stupid autistic back then. I was like, everyone thinks like I do. No, they don't. Anyway, I'm a little bit of a slow learner. Yeah, I am. But basically, no, they really enjoyed my psychology talks, which I really appreciated because it's my special interest. And it's all I know. Because every other time I'd be sitting there doing my paperwork and everything, you know, to the side of the desk, and let them all around the desks kind of chat and engage and network or whatever, right? And then off and on I go to the kitchen and clean it up. OCD. I enjoyed it. It was fun. But basically, yeah, they were thinking probably, you know, why is she just working all the time? And why is she like just in the kitchen all the time? But autistic. I was there for them. wasn't there. I didn't build it for me, even though I enjoyed the company of them. I learnt Tai Chi. We had a lady that offered to do Tai Chi, and I was like, you are most welcome to do Tai Chi. I need Tai Chi. I'm sure people are going to need that. So, loved it. Oh my goodness. And we used to have a giggle. I don't know if she was laughing at my technique or whatever, or whether she was just laughing because, I don't know, X Dan's here, sorry, but I can pick up moves very easily. But it was fun. So do try Tai Chi, guys. Like, it's, I don't know, like, I couldn't do the gym at that point because I was too sick. So that was something I could do. And I don't do yoga. I don't, it's against my religion. I don't touch it. But basically, and also it's very bad for necks. And I have CCI. So I won't be doing it. So don't do yoga if you have a bad, dodgy neck or Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Ehlers-Danlos syndromes come down my line. I would say, being that my mum and my nana get told, you look 20 years younger than what you are. You look 20 years younger than what you are. Oh my goodness, your child is this age. Oh my God. I got so sick of hearing that. And now I get it. And it's like, yeah, okay, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I've heard this. I'm third generation. Can we just stop this Ehlers-Danlos? We have the velvet skin. It just makes you look younger. But basically, the pain was really getting harder to deal with the Ehlers-Danlos at that age. And even when I got tested again, I was in my 30s, and then when I was in my 40s, the test was still 9 out of 9 on the scale. And I was like, what the hell? I'm meant to be stiffening up. Yeah, right. Stiffening up a little bit. And I wasn't. And I was like, great. And then on an ultrasound, my ovary got lost. And the lady, she's just in there with it's rather uncomfortable, right? You know? It's a spacey looking thing, isn't it? Ugh. And she's like, I can't find the ovary. I'm like, don't worry, it'll come back. She's like, why are you so calm? I said, because it's happened before. Okay? I do have an ovary on that side. It's just hiding. It is around the corner probably. Check around the corner. She goes, oh, there it is. I said, yep, there it is. 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 So yeah, sorry. So yeah, Ehlers-Danlos is a tricky thing, and even that can affect your heart. So, but less, I think it's less percentage risk factors than 22q. I thought that was concerning enough, but no, it got even more concerning, didn't it? It's fun. But yeah, Ehlers-Danlos, there is a scale you can get. You can check yourself at home before going to a rheumatologist. So basically, UK Ehlers-Danlos Society, check them out. Best for information that's up to date, explaining it really, 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 really well. Check them out. And then I think they direct you to the scale that you can measure anyone on. It's just a very generalized, universal, used country to country, because my rheumatologist used it to test me each time, so he knows what he's doing. And fibromyalgia I have with it, because naturally when your joints don't want to stay where they meant to be, and of course I've had muscle probably atrophy from being so bedridden that my muscles ache because it's holding this and every joint in place. But now my neck is collapsing, but that's more 22q. But I'm sure the combination of Ehlers-Danlos, 22q, not a good combo. Really not a good combo for my spine. My spine is the biggest cause of my pain. And that's why I'm glad that it's been discussed with my doctor, with the hospital representative. yeah, now that they've had a chat, my pain came up because my rheumatologist wants me on low dose ketamine, because, guys, the pain really affects your life. It really can make you very grumpy, very shut down. It really is underestimated. And and this is the problem, even carers can get fooled by me. You know, people look at my face and they go, oh, you look healthy and wonderful. But you know what? I'm not. 22Q, I'm like an 80, 90-year-old. Because that's what you're like in your 50s with 22Q. That's how it is. And with, ER loss, Dan loss, it doesn't help looking even younger than what I actually am. Some people don't pick my age. And, it doesn't help me when people are like, oh, you look great. It's like, really? Do you want to ask me how I am? Because I'm in a lot of pain. But they don't ask. And of course, everyone masks. And I'm not talking about autism type of masking. Of course, that happens with things. But, you dress... Well, I was raised that you dress nice. You dress nice. That's just it. You present yourself, your body is your temple, and you dress yourself presentable to the world. And, that includes your personality and things like that, your favorite colors or, your creativity, like things come out. But just you present yourself as how I was raised. And so because I do, people assume. It's a bit like in the mental health thing that people talk about, invisible depression. People talk about it. I think that's a good point. There's people out there that I know, just speaking to certain people, it's like they can present very well, makeup and all, but then when they talk to you, they tell you, I'm very depressed and I've got this problems and this problems. And, seriously, guys, like, looks are deceiving. So don't think they just do it to the mental side. They do it to us physical patients as well. And I just want to make that point because I always look my best because I make that effort. I've been conditioned to make that effort. And that's not a bad thing. I think that it's true. Your body is your temple. You look after yourself inside and out. That is what you do. You do your mud mask. You shave your bloody legs. That's some people like it hairy. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, you do all these things. You make yourself presentable. You wear nice clothes. And, that is respecting yourself, loving yourself. Then you can respect and love others a lot more. But the problem is when it comes to health, people go, you're doing great. And then there's the attitude. Oh, don't have a positive attitude or a sense of humor because then you're screwed. You're really not sick because you can have a laugh. Okay. Now that's what keeps me alive. That's what keeps me alive. And that's also been conditioned. Smiling. I over smile because when I was a child I never smiled. I was autistic. I never smiled. And they were very concerned and creeped out, like Wednesday Addams style. Smile. 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 They did everything. And now I over smile. Because I have been told repetitively that it makes others uncomfortable. So I smile because I want people to feel comfortable. But is it really me? It's conditioning. Another thing is you don't tell people your problems. You say, I'm fine, I'm doing great, thank you very much. You don't do that. So how you're raised and conditioned does affect who you are, particularly at 50 years old. When we're 50, admit it, all you ex-gens and all you 50 pluses, okay? We all are very fixed in our ways and set and rigid in our ways. And that's for good reason. I mean, we've had a lot of experiences in life And we've learned a lot of lessons to the point where we go, right, this is to protect myself here, and this is, I do this for this reason, I do that for this. That's fine. And you should be always accepted for who you are. At any age, that's any age. You know, especially with autism. Some autistics can come across as assholes, but they're not. They're just, really, I congratulate them because they're just unmasked. They are not there to make you feel comfortable. I don't know, not in a way of like, as in their presence making you feel uncomfortable. That's not what I'm saying. That's not okay. But I'm saying like they are not responsible for, I don't know, like you totally overall, right? They don't mean any harm. So I'm talking about adult autistics that so-called high functioning. There's a lot of pressure on us because of the conditioning. And when you're physically unwell, and there's a lot of autistics with comorbidities, and 22q is the reason why I have autism ADHD, and is also the reason for all of my problems. Just like Ehlers Danlos, Deletion Syndrome, that is heavily connected to autism. Heavily connected. The velvet skin, the hyperflexibility, all connected as well. And it's also in my 22q, hypermobile, which is Ehlers Danlos. Okay, so basically that is all very much part of my disability. But please remember, even with physical conditions and wheelchairs, when it's obvious that you need accommodations, people think you don't need anything or deserve anything because you can speak. And that's sad, because a lot of us actually need a lot more help than we want to admit, and that makes me sad, particularly for male autistics. But even us female autistics, and the masking and the dressing a certain way, and some people might put makeup on to hide it, or act a certain way, or over smile like I do, even though a lot of my smiling too is like, I don't know what is in 22q, but I'm just always happy. I'm just always chirpy, to the point where I go to work and to be Monday morning and people would say, stop being chirpy. I've had it with you. And I'm like, okay, turn it down a little bit. That's all. Okay. Doom and gloom. I'm just not that kind of person. But that can annoy the shit out of other people. It makes me kind of sad. Because I'm happy. I'm like, one of the dwarfs. Happy. Yeah. But I can also be grumpy, because my physical health can really hurt. Don't look at the person's outside, and don't judge certain things like what the person has access to or doesn't have access to. If someone's in a hospital bed or they're not in a hospital bed, doesn't make a difference having all those things. The NDIS is not a fair system for all. I've seen it. I've seen others that deserve it, and they're not getting it. And I've always made sure I've assisted them, and this is what you need to do, because it's not right. When someone's eligible, they are eligible and they should be getting it. Then also there's people that are very good at getting things because they just know how. It doesn't mean they're sicker. It doesn't mean that they have more needs than other people, than each other. So just remember that, anyone that is unwell. Someone can be less risk factors and less, like you might just have ME/CFS only, and you're like, oh, she's got 22q, but she's possibly going to die in her 50s. It's like 89%. It's pretty high. I've got to beat a high percentage, but I will. But no, that doesn't make any difference. You're suffering. You matter. And your suffering matters to me, and it should matter to others. Don't let someone compare you and say, oh, but so-and-so's got cancer. Yeah, that's sad. That's shitty. We should support people with cancer. but we should also support every condition that people suffer from, because there's a lot of suffering physically. And unfortunately, if you want me to be autistic, and I might offend and be honest and factual, it is the breeding of the human species. It is also the consumption of the chemical shit that we're eating and putting on our skin, and everything we're doing wrong, and the vitamins and minerals that we're not getting. It's bad. It's bad. And I know that people take the piss out of eating clean, living clean. But if I was given $1 million tomorrow, I would be building a self-sufficient, clean, living way of existing to live longer. End of story. Absolutely, 100%, I would be doing that. And I would be getting my carers to literally can things from my yard. Pure, healthy stuff. So, sadly, a lot of the suffering is it's not anyone's fault. I mean, it's corporations, yeah. It's our health, what do you call them? Health, legal, overseeing people. Yeah, they are to blame because they let us consume these things. Oi, ladies. And they shouldn't. So, do watch what you put on your skin, which is the largest organ of your body. Also, what you put in your mouth, consuming, including lipstick, be careful. Some genetics are more sensitive to these things than others. However, to everyone it's bad. Look at some of the very old civilizations, very old villages that used to not allow these things, and they lived very long lives. There is some kind of like pocket of time of these people that lived for 200 something years because they didn't do the things we're doing wrong now. So anyway, I hope I've kept you company for Christmas. You're welcome. And I hope I've given some good advice here because I'm learning too. So I just share. So there you go. Take care, guys. And I'll see you in the next VLOGMAS. And there's only a couple more here probably. And then I'm gone. We're gone. We're all gone from here. Take care. Love you all.